Good afternoon, Canton. It is now 2026, and as you can see, you can't see us right now. You can see the lovely assets that
No,
Timmy.
they can see us now.
Oh, they can see. No,
Yeah.
now they can see us. Okay,
Now
so
they
like
can see
delayed on
us.
my screen, but yeah,
It's a little delayed.
you guys just saw the beautiful artistry that Timmy cooked up last night. Thank you, Timmy.
Yeah, thank me and ChatGPT.
And Venmo apparently. So because you know,
Venmo?
yeah, don't you have Venmo?
I do have Venmo.
Yeah, so they can show their appreciation to you through Venmo.
Just send it directly to Eric.
I mean, that
the
would be
$40.
That would be great. Thank you. Good afternoon, Tim. How you doing?
I'm
Happy
doing
New Year.
fantastic. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Canton. And it's a nice, cool morning today. We had a little bit of snow this morning when we woke up, but it should be gone by Tuesday. And thank you for joining us today. This is the Village Idiots podcast. We are New England's premier Masonic Fantasy Football podcast because we are New England's only Masonic Fantasy Football podcast. And wow, what a week it's been, you know. Like it was interesting because we had some estimations when we left our last week's podcast, and we just totally got blown away.
we did. Yeah, we got pretty beat up.
You know, so let's just get it right going. Like, congratulations to Justin for his third win of our league because he pulled that out last week. Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy showed up.
They did. They did in fact show up for him. It
And-
was quite the game.
It was a spanking.
It was.
You know, Nate Rhodes auto draft as far as he could go. Yeah, I gotta tighten that. Yeah,
There you go.
there we go.
There you go. Justin's here.
Justin's here. It's a
There you
little
go.
delayed. It's a little delayed, so you're not gonna be able to see it right away.
Yeah.
But you got it there. But yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it was quite the spanking there for the.
It was, but it was a great to watch. I mean, Nate in his first year, made some decent changes last week. He picked up Ramondre Stevenson and put him in his flex, and he had a huge game.
He did
last
have a
week.
huge game. It was, you know, we can dive right in. You know, really, yeah. Brock Purdy putting up 44, and Christian McCaffrey putting up 28.
That sealed the cast.
But
the
but
coffin
you
right
really,
there.
you know, you gotta go down here because it did. You know, Justin had picked up Hill from New Orleans,
Yep.
who put up just a 0. But Chris Olave
He had a
came
huge
through
game,
as
yep.
well. Had a big game with 119 yards and 1 touchdown. So, you know,
And I picked up Rashid Shaheed, and I think in another league, and he put up crap for New Orleans. So
yeah,
you know, Olave had a huge game. Achan had a subpar game for himself. Like, he only put up 14 points. You know, and Jamal Williams only put in up 5. I mean, it could have easily been Nate's game.
it really could have. I mean, he played the Buffalo defense against Philly, which, you know, that.
And he picked up the Giants. He
And
had the
Giants.
on the bench.
Yeah, you know, Debo Samuel too had a pretty good game.
But let's be fair. That would have been only an extra 14 points, and that would not have helped
It would
out
not.
Nate.
It would not. You know, but Ramondre had a huge game.
Huge game.
You know, huge game, and
that was a great game to watch.
You know, Saquon, you know, just not doing what he's supposed to do. So yeah, congratulations to Justin on his third win.
Absolutely.
And I guess congratulations to Seamus. You know, managed to hold on to that pink plate.
I think he said that we need to get him a new one. So I mean, I will be putting in that order this week.
I mean, definitely have to put that order in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because that I mean, if it's still on your Jeep, Seamus, you know, I know you have like 2 or 3 vehicles. We'll just put it on another vehicle. I don't care.
No, absolutely. I mean, he can start putting them, like, you know, in his rec room. You know, just going down the
Yeah,
wall.
just,
You know, and that would be pretty
but
good.
it's gotta be public facing, man. But yeah, that was, it was really good to watch. It was really fun to watch, and you know, it was fun to take third place for me. So that was great.
You did take third.
I
I
did
ended up
take
in
third.
5th.
You did take
So
fifth.
I'm not. I didn't think I was going to win that game.
No, that was very close.
That
man.
one got close, but you know, Matt Stafford, you know, although he underperformed, he did do pretty well. But those 3 picks, man, really hurt. Justin Jefferson just did fuck all for me the last couple of weeks.
No. And you want to know what, though? He had an interview this week where he's backing J.J. McCarthy, which is what you have to do. You have to back your quarterback.
Yeah. Which is fine, but you got to fucking get the targets and you got to catch the fucking ball.
That's
4 targets, 30 yards. Or 5 targets, 4 catches, 30 yards.
That's uncharacteristic.
Which means he's just not, I mean, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. But,
I watched like 5 minutes of it. One of the great things of having
this kid
ticket.
Barner for Seattle has been my tight end the last couple of weeks. He's been pretty solid. And then Stephon Diggs,
Oh, we're going to talk about Stephon Diggs.
Him and Christian Barmore.
Oh my. I'm glad they're still playing today.
Collusion.
Right.
Collusion.
Right. Come on. What happened with Stephon Diggs apparently happened at the beginning of December, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
And
allegedly.
I don't know, man. I mean, again, that's the type of behavior I would have expected out of him when he was still in Buffalo, but he's been pretty solid.
I don't know,
man. We gotta wait for the details to come out. It sounds kind of fishy. Like, it really does.
It does sound very sketchy to me. But
like I'm pretty sure him and Cardi B are living together. So where was I don't know, man. It's just like
I said, it's a
any
little
sense.
weird. We'll
We'll keep an eye on it.
Again, we're not the judge, we're not the jury. We don't know what's going on. But
and Christian Barmore too. I mean,
what was that one? Supposedly he choked out his girlfriend or something,
like
and then I saw a picture of her online, and she's
come on, you. Stephon Diggs is accused of basically almost the same thing with an employee of his.
I don't know. It seems fishy.
Man. It does.
It seems fishy.
We're gonna keep an eye on things.
Here at the Village Idiots podcast, certainly we do believe victims, but
we absolutely believe.
We also have to take into account the
facts of
the facts.
Yeah,
and I've been personally in those situations, right, where I've had people who, for lack of a better term, worked for me when I was on boards of other organizations where we had people, and I had a male and a female who happened to be together in a relationship.
Oh, no.
And then I get a phone call, and it's like, hey, this happened, so and so, and it turns out they both got arrested. Like, there's a whole thing.
Wow.
And then I remember this one girl was like, well, what are you gonna do about him? I'm like, nothing.
Right.
Like, they both got arrested. They both obviously had some fault there. So no, I'm doing nothing, because that's. First of all, I don't know what happened. All I know is they both got arrested. I can separate the two of them.
And
but
you got to let the investigation play out. Well,
and the other thing too is, and I look at I go down the line. There's no protective order.
Yep.
There's nothing else going on. So you're telling me you go through all this, you fear for your life, you fear for this, you've got the guts to come forward and talk to the media or whoever about it.
Right before the playoffs.
But you can't go to the police and get a protective order. You can't, well, obviously they went to the police. That's how it came out, right? Because he was arrested.
But
was he arrested? Yeah,
no.
Diggs was arrested. No, he wasn't arrested.
No, he wasn't.
No, he hasn't been arrested. So
I don't even know if he's in charge of it. Like, actually, I'm not sure if he's in charge. He might have been charged. I'm not sure. But, it all of a sudden it came out, a month after it happened.
Again, we're not judges, juries. We weren't
absolutely.
there. But in this country, at least, you are innocent until proven guilty, and that includes your thing. And then everybody can be like, well, would the Patriots need to do this? Like, no, the Patriots run a business.
Yep.
He's a key component to that business being successful. And if he's not a threat to his coworkers, which obviously he isn't, you got to let this play out.
And the NFL itself isn't going to do anything until after the investigation is over, and that's not going to be until the season's over.
Oh, God, yes.
So he's going to be playing for as long as the Patriots are in the playoffs.
It's already a non-story. I mean, everybody's already moved on.
Yeah. Everybody's still talking about Kelsey, and if this is going to be his last week's last game at Arrowhead, I mean. That seems like it was a bigger story.
Arrowhead in Missouri, right? Not the new one that they're building in Kansas.
Yes. I can't, man. I can't.
So I mean, so there is a lot of stadium news out there, right? So the Chiefs supposedly are moving to Missouri, from Missouri to Kansas.
Chicago. The Bears are moving to Indiana.
That hasn't been finalized.
That hasn't been finalized, but
they're
pushing
pushing.
for it.
And then Bob Kraft finally got his new stadium in Acton
Yep.
for the Revolution.
Yep.
I think it's Acton.
Yeah, no, I read about that this week, yeah.
Just outside of Boston. So that, I mean, I don't play soccer, but
Hey, man, good for them. Good for the
yeah,
Revolution.
look, I mean, good for them. Less chance that they're going to chew up our field up there in Foxborough. So,
Thank goodness.
so all good. So yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, it has been quite the NFL season. Quite the NFL season.
Oh my, well, in the best of ways and the worst of ways, like the injuries early on were absolutely awful. Like a lot of big players went down early for the whole year, and that shifted a lot of people's strategies. What was your biggest regret when you drafted? Let's do a
Well, I mean, let's go back to the draft.
Let's go back to
How
the
do I
draft.
go back to the draft?
Go hit the gear, and you should be able to see draft results.
There we go. So let's go back. Let's take a trip down memory lane here.
Let's do it.
We'll just look at the first couple of rounds, right? Couple of rounds. So,
A bunch of auto drafts.
we did have a bunch of auto drafts, which hopefully next year we're not going to run into that.
I
But
hope
I mean,
not,
if we're looking
man.
at these first couple of rounds,
You had Justin Jefferson in your first pick.
well, I took Justin Jefferson in the first round because I wanted, I actually wanted Jahmyr Gibbs,
Yep.
and then Rithia took him, right before
on his
so,
auto draft. He's auto draft.
on the auto draft. So, I ended up with him and then Jonathan Taylor, which turned into be a pretty decent 1-2 punch for
Oh,
me.
Jonathan Taylor was huge. Like, he had like 5 weeks where he was the number one running back in all
I
football.
think if I have a regret, it is taking Pacheco in the 4th round. At that point,
Okay,
I should
well-
have taken a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because I ended up with Dak Prescott.
You could add Purdy. Purdy was right on the board still.
He was, but, I didn't see him, and
Prescott was still on the board. Goff was still on the board.
Yep. So, look, that's
live, you
probably
learn, man.
that's probably my biggest regret. I think going into next year, it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
But Jonathan Sam Laporta was supposed to be a good pickup.
And Sam
And he
Laporta
wasn't
wasn't
bad.
bad
He wasn't
until he
bad.
got hurt.
Yep.
Right. And this is the thing. Like, I had him, then I had T-Slaw, who did okay for
Yep.
me. Stephon Diggs, that was a throwaway pick for me.
Did you keep ETN or did you drop him?
So I had ETN for a while.
Yeah, and then you dropped him.
And
And
then
he
I dropped him.
exploded.
And then he exploded. But it is what it is. I kept Lutz pretty much all year. I
Yep.
didn't change out kicker. As a matter of fact, I think the 1 week, his bye week,
You dropped him, or you just bench him.
I think I just benched him, and I think I just floated someone in. How about you? What where'd you were
I was,
you were towards
12.
you were
I was
12.
11th or 12th. Yeah, 12. 11th. Yeah, 11th, 12th. Yeah, 11th. So, I had Malik Neighbors who got injured, second week.
Yeah.
But Drake London was also a strong pick for me. But then Jaden Daniels, again, got injured, and he out for the season, so I had to make changes there. T-Mac and Trevion Henderson finally did work. Kelsey's been pretty stable for me. He's been putting up 9-10 points a week for me on average.
Well, what do we
so
think? Is this Kelsey's last year?
I think it's Kelsey's last year. I was thinking going into the season that it was going to be his last one because he's, he got engaged finally, and his podcast is blowing up. So he's got more going on outside of football than he does in.
I
mean,
agree.
I don't know if you watched the Kelsey podcast.
I don't.
It's really good. They have huge guest stars. They have Paul Rudd. They had George Clooney on. They had Keanu Reeves on earlier this year. So they've gotten people to talk, and they keep getting bigger. And they don't just talk about football. They don't just do football things. Jason Kelsey will go around traveling, and he'll take videos of his travels. He went up to a Patriots game a few weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
And then he went to an Irish bar. So they had him singing some Irish tunes with a crowd.
Interesting.
Their podcast is very interesting. So I figured that's going to be his main focus now. Like I said, they're going to probably do a production company. He was in Happy Gilmore 2 for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's done. I really do.
So let's talk about the draft, like next year's draft a little bit. Obviously, we're way far away from anything like that.
Oh,
but
man.
who do you think Who's the new hotness? Who's that number
Who's the
one?
new one? Well, Bijan's probably going to be number one.
You think Bijan?
I think Bijan's going to be number one.
Okay.
Although I think Christian McCaffrey, people still will pick Christian McCaffrey number one. I mean, he is the number one scoring football player in all of the NFL right now,
Yeah.
as far as fantasy is concerned. So I'm still him getting the injury bug, and he made it through this year great, but
Well, that's the thing, right? He
That's
is
the
injury
thing.
prone. He is injury prone.
and he's never gonna have a better year than this year. There's no topping this year.
No.
Like
No. I mean, how old is he now?
31.
Yeah, so he's
He's
getting
up
up
there.
there for a running back.
But I just I don't know. It makes me nervous. It really does. Like he outscored a lot of quarterbacks as far as points go.
It's not hard to do.
Well, I mean, well he outscored Matthew Stafford. Like he had more points than
Matthew
Matt
Stafford. I
Like,
can't hear any more about Matthew
anyway,
Stafford.
I'm sorry to
Because
bring
he's
him
your
up.
MVP. Don't forget, he's your MVP.
He's not my MVP.
He's your MVP.
No, he's
No,
not
according to everybody, he's your MVP.
No.
He's your MVP.
Not mine. Drake
Yeah.
May's my MVP, but you know
He's your
that's-
MVP.
or you know they were thinking Derrick Henry would be, but no, I'm.
I mean, I don't know about that.
If we're
but
putting like a newer player, Trevion Henderson.
yeah, I think Travion's going to be up there. I think he needs another year, before he's really.
They need to plan around him now, like they really do.
I think so. I mean, Ramondre managed to hold on to the ball a little better this year,
Well,
and
And
that's
he can still
that's
score.
dangerous, right?
Yes.
That's a dangerous 1-2 combination. The thing is with Ramondre, you get a little bit of a fullback vibe sometimes. Like he can really pound the inside.
Like Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery, like they
Yeah.
have that 1-2 punch, which I think New England should.
I mean, I don't think either one of them are going anywhere.
No.
But Travion, I mean, the kid's just got this ability to break those big runs. But the problem is he doesn't have. He's got to get sprung, right?
Yep.
I mean, once he's sprung, he's gone.
Oh yeah,
And he can make some great moves, but he does still get a little tied up if you get him in the, if he gets mixed up there in that O-line, it's a little harder for him sometimes to break away. But
and defenses will be planning around him as well. When
they
face
will,
him.
but I mean, I think he's still got. I mean, you got Drake May, who he's not a scrambler, but he can move.
He can move.
He can move when he has to, and I think we'll probably pick up another receiver or somebody in the offseason. But getting back to
What about you? Well, you asked me the question. Why don't you answer your own question?
see, I'm thinking Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
I think he's just so consistent, right?
He
he's
really
just
is.
so consistent, and
he doesn't have to compete with Cooper Kupp anymore. Like
Exactly.
and that showed during the season.
right, and he's getting the targets. He's making the catches. Yards after the catch is huge. Now, of course, the question is, who's throwing him the ball next year?
Is it
Matthew
gonna be-
Stafford's getting older.
Yep.
So
do they go out and they get a quarterback from the draft, or they get someone out of veterancy?
I think if you draft a quarterback, that's kind of the death knell for your season, right? In terms of being competitive, because
Hey, Philip Rivers, I would go to LA in a heartbeat. I mean,
probably,
he played for the Chargers, so I mean,
yeah. I mean, he could, no doubt.
Egbuka was an awesome pickup this year as well for Tampa Bay. He had a pretty strong season for a rookie. I'm just going down our draft board right now, and I don't know, man. Like I really think somebody will pick Christian McCaffrey number one overall, just because of how the chance of him having a similar season this year.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course they will.
But I'm not going to be one of those. Like, if I have number one pick, I'm not picking Christian McCaffrey.
No, I'm not either. I don't think
So
that's.
who
I don't
would be
think
your
that's
number
the
one
smart.
pick right now?
Right now, my number one pick, like I said, is probably Puka Nacua.
Okay.
Derrick Henry being a close second.
Really? You're still going on Derrick
I
Henry?
think Derrick Henry. I think
He did not have a good year this year, though, man.
he didn't. It wasn't great. I mean, you can still say, this Saquon, was this just an off year for him? I don't know.
I mean, Saquon didn't get but then again, I don't know. I didn't follow Philly all that closely, so I don't know what happened to their O-line. So I don't know if that fell apart and that's why.
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, is another one who you can make the argument for. But
Jahmyr Gibbs will bounce back next year, definitely. I think he'll have a big year next year. Like,
one hopes.
But
right?
David Montgomery did not have a good season this year, like everybody thought. In the beginning, they were performing just like last year, but then I don't know what happened. Cameras go?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but David Montgomery's production just went down, and he's getting up there in age too.
Oh yeah.
Well, my number one pick will probably be Bijan. If I had a number one pick next year, I'll probably pick Bijan Robinson because he can catch, no matter who's throwing to him, and he's always going to be a huge part of their plan, their attack plan. So
Right.
but Christian McCaffrey going all the way to the 10th pick.
Well,
in our league this year, and again, he got injured last year.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I think this year he still has a lot of fantasy stock, and he's gonna have a lot of fantasy stock next year too.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the way it is, right? However, I think he's still gonna be. I don't think he's not going. I don't think he's going top 5, right? I think you're gonna see, Bijan. I think you're going to see Puka Nacua.
Oh, what about Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Jackson Smith and Jigba is another one.
I think he's going to get picked over Puka next year.
I think
he had a good night last night.
He did it. So again, there's a lot going on there. There's also any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday.
But Sam Darnold is just like everybody wrote him off, and then. Nobody thought.
Who the hell thought that Phillip Rivers was going to come back in the league, 44 years old, and managed to throw a couple touchdown passes? Now, look, he wasn't great.
No,
he wasn't great, but he was serviceable.
He stood. He
was serviceable. And he threw a couple of touchdowns. So I think
you're going to pick him 12th overall. Is he your 12th pick?
Oh no, my 12th pick. Jeez. What was my last pick this year? Oh, it was Lutz. I always take a kicker.
Yeah. I usually don't even take a kicker at all, during the draft.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I had Justin Fields for a while.
Yeah, you did.
Justin Fields. Oh my God, the poor Jets fans.
Man,
the poor Jets fans.
We had a fun year this year.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
And again, it was good. We had a good group of guys. We had a little bit more shit talking this year, which I'm happy about. Anytime that you guys get in the chat and just rib on each other in public, don't make that stuff private.
Yeah.
It promotes the fellowship that when the league was created that's what our goal was.
I mean, we can talk about next year a little bit. Now, obviously, looking ahead at what are we looking at? I haven't even 2026 calendar. Like, good Lord, it's already 2026. But
right.
Come on, just give me the liturgical calendar. I just need a calendar. Just give me a calendar here. Sure, we'll look at printable calendars.
There you go.
Let's visit that. All right, so don't care. Good Lord, I really hate. Seriously, the internet just annoys me. So what? You're looking at the 7th, I believe, is going to be Labor Day this year in 2026. Oh, this is Monday the 7th. So, I mean, we could theoretically draft the weekend before, at the end of August. You could do that weekend. The weekends. That weekend's tough. It is tough. A lot of us travel or have family stuff going on, so it is tough. So maybe we target the week before. I mean, the other thing, hopefully, that we're doing, not only will we have our fantasy football here at Village, but hopefully we're going to have that district, fantasy league going as well, which...
we just make a weekend out of it. We probably do the district on Saturday, and we do
that's
ours
what I'm
on
thinking.
Sunday.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because they don't have, they don't have to be here in person. We can just get them over the phone if they want.
We can.
I would rather.
I think it would be nice to have everyone here in person. Right.
Yeah, we'll make some food up. We'll.
As we do that and have those lodges represented.
Have you heard from anybody yet?
I have not.
We got to exchange.
I got to start sending out some communications and start talking to people about it. Again, I think we.
I'm going to Frederick Franklin's installation next week, so I'll talk to them next.
Yeah, I mean, and then I think as well at the
Blue Lodge.
the final Blue Lodge of the year, you know, or actually all the Blue Lodge councils, right? We just
Yeah,
kind
we'll
of
just keep
continue to
bringing
bring
it
it up and talk to people about it. You know, because again, I think it's a good way, you know, to
We should get a draft board.
we should get a draft.
Like once we finalize the number of lodges that are involved, we should definitely get a draft board and just
Well, we should get a draft board. I mean, you know, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
this is all stuff. I mean, I think you know, you and I need to talk about a little bit more how we do this, you know, and what it looks like. But yeah, I think next year is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we get a little bit more participation across the board. And
well, you know, I'm still haven't received dues. You know, I'm not talking specifically for you, but you know, Rithia hasn't paid, and Rithia, and if you're listening out there, brother, you know we miss you, but let me know early on, specifically if you can or cannot. I mean, we'll have to look at our inactives because we only need one taco team. We don't need more than that. And Joe Joya participated this year. You know, he's been going through some stuff too, so we're happy to have him. And maybe we get a couple of new people. Like we got a couple of new EAs. Maybe they'll just sign up, and I don't know. We have a good group of guys. We really do.
We
And
do.
If I have to lose to anybody, you know, I don't mind losing to them, except for you. You know.
oh, you'll lose. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, who knocked you out of the playoffs, buddy?
Yes. Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I want to do more than just football next year. I want to I want to do movie nights. Like I think there are a lot of guys that enjoy watching movies. You know, once we get everything situated here and we have a more comfortable environment.
Yeah, we do.
think
We
that,
do
you
have
know-
to. We have to get here situated and do a couple other things. But yeah, no, I would agree with that. You know, there's a lot that we can put together and
Yeah,
and do
absolutely.
for next year.
I mean, we're not going to be doing this every week. And you know, sometimes we'll call in from home. I still want to just set up a Zoom and just broadcast us playing video games, man. I mean, I
Yeah,
think that'd
no,
be
we
fun.
can definitely do that. Definitely do that. Although I use a Mac now, so we'll have to see how that works.
Oh, you got to see how that goes. Well, I
Well,
mean,
you do Xbox, right?
I do Xbox, I do Switch, I do Steam. I mean, I can
I
do.
have an Xbox. I have a Switch, but I think it's at my in-laws.
Oh no.
My wife Erin got me one of those Atari Retro Arcade
Oh, the-
handhelds.
Oh,
that-
how is that?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's Atari, so you're kind of like, you
Yeah.
know, the game. But the company that made it, My Arcade, built in the ability to just throw ROMs on a SD card.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it automatically works. But right now the button they need a firmware update. The button mappings aren't great. So like I was trying to play like there's a couple of SNES games that I'll always play. Link to the Past, which is my favorite Zelda
fantastic.
game by far. And like the buttons are just messed up. And then there was a game, I don't know if you ever played the game Chrono Trigger.
Yep. Oh, I love the
Yeah,
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger
Yep.
was me and my buddy Dave.
I
way
like
back.
that better than any Final Fantasy game that came out at the time.
Agreed. Well, and there was another game during that time that was on PlayStation. It was a PS1 game. It's called Star Ocean.
Yep. Star Ocean's
And
great.
my brother and I played that for just hours. I mean, days, weeks, just on the PlayStation because that was deep. I mean,
I was so happy when they came out with Final Fantasy Tactics. That was one of my favorite games for.
see, I never got
PlayStation.
into Final Fantasy.
It's not a Final Fantasy game per se.
Okay.
It's a tactics game. So it's you have a party and you move them across the board.
Got
and,
it.
And it's tactical like that. And that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, for me, it's what do you call it? Like I did a lot more. I mean, I always played like sports games, but I liked Zelda. Star Ocean was big for me.
Oh,
Chrono
yeah.
Trigger. We were big Diablo people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Once
so-
that game that game changed my view of PC gaming forever.
See, this was all PlayStation for me.
Oh, so you played on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
The
played.
PC games that I was playing back then were like Command and Conquer.
Yep,
I played a lot of Command and
those were
Conquer.
fun.
Um,
StarCraft, you into StarCraft?
I never got
No?
into StarCraft. I got in. There was a bunch of like military strategy games I used to play.
Well, Medal of Honor when it first came out, that was
So
storming the beach at Normandy as your first level.
that was really cool. But there was there was a game called there's a company that what do they produce? The books that it's a company called Jane's. And I think they're still around. They make basically they're like military reference books.
Okay.
Right. So like they have all the intel on individual, boats or ships or whatever. And they lent their name to some games. So there's this game I used to it was called Fleet Command. And it was basically like a real time. So like you're like in control of like a carrier fleet.
Okay.
And then you have to like launch fighters and like all this other shit.
So the management.
Yeah. So like I'd play that for hours. Like that I used to do like Age of Empires.
You ever played Masters of Orion?
I did not.
That was a space base, but
Okay.
you choose a race, you choose a race or a planet.
I did
to start
Warcraft
out.
for a while.
Warcraft is fun.
And then like I did Knights of the Old Republic when that was a thing.
Dude.
That I was heavily invested in Knights of the Old Republic.
What about
And then,
Galaxy? You ever play Galaxy?
No, I never played Galaxies.
That was a lot of fun.
And then
I miss
recently
that.
I got into the Anno games, so I've been doing those. I like those because it's just kind of a little more passive.
I got into Civilization like when 4 came out.
Oh
That was,
I forgot about Civilization.
Yeah.
that was a go-to. I can just play that for hours because you can have the TV on in the background and just you don't need to be as
that. And
involved.
I don't know if you ever played with anybody like play multiplayer like that. Like you can play 5 players.
My
so-
buddy and I used to, yeah.
So it sucks about that. It's like you have to wait for the other guy to go, and that can take forever. Oh, fuck you.
Easy now.
That was our incoming worshipful master.
Easy now.
Brother, before you go, you want to meet sometime this week and set up for down here for oh, you're doing it right now? Oh, yeah, let me know.
We'll figure it out. You and me and Trevor should.
Sounds good,
You
brother.
kidding me?
Hey. We have logistics to go over. All right,
We
brother.
just got our ass totally kicked.
This guy. Yeah, we have definitely get you some more for next.
Yeah, I got to get some more for next season. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this week. What's going on in the end? Well, let's talk. We can go back to last week.
Yeah, let's go back to last week.
Go back to last week. So
Commanders gave Cowboys a run.
yeah. So I think we had talked about these games because they were Christmas games.
Yep.
So we did talk about
We
these
talked
last
about
week,
we
but
talked about the Christmas games.
we had those Saturday games, but Sunday. Let's see how this played out. I think both of us took the Seahawks.
Yes,
That played out the way we thought it
of
would.
course. Like,
Did I take the Cardinals over the Bengals? I can't remember. We got to write this stuff down.
We do. Paul Tom, this is
Yeah, this is where come on.
you're just coming to the no, I think we both
We both
I think
took the
we both
Bengals?
We
We both took the Steelers, and that was a shocker. That was a shocker right there.
that was a defensive nightmare of a game. I don't know if you watched it, but it was
I watched part of it. And
it was fun watching Rodgers get sacked. But yeah, no.
I
did
mean,
not
that
expect
sets up this week's matchup with Baltimore just becomes so big.
It's huge. And
Because the winner of that game is going to the playoffs.
Yep.
Right.
Baltimore, come on.
Yeah, I know.
King, show up, please. Come on. You got to just run 200 yards, run all over the fucking Steelers.
Jags and the Colts.
I think, actually, no, I'm not sure.
I think I took the Colts here.
I took the Jags because of the way Trevor Lawrence played the week before.
I mean, but going to that Bucks Dolphins game, we both took the Bucks.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins just shocker. Shocker.
And they had a couple of injuries.
Baker
that game.
Mayfield did make up for it yesterday, but
Yeah, but Waddle went out. I mean, they had a couple of injuries going on, and yeah, nobody saw that coming.
no.
But again, if memory serves me, there was some calls that were coming to question that did affected the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dolphins squeaked out a win.
I know. I mean, they're not making the playoffs, but it is what it is. That Patriots Jets game was just good God.
Dude.
I've never felt bad for the Jets, but I kind of felt bad for the Jets. Like,
Dude, it was just awesome. Ramondre Stevenson just went off.
I was listening to it on the. I think I watched part of it, and I was listening to it on the radio, and I'm like, why? Like, why? Because yeah.
I'm really surprised the Jets got 10.
I am too.
I mean, I knew the Patriots were going to run up the score, and I'm so happy they didn't let off after they had a 3-score.
Well, I mean, you figure that, they gave up that touchdown in the fourth quarter,
They did.
which was, but it was just, ugh.
Come on.
I
Let them
mean,
have
it's just-
one touchdown.
No, I'm just saying it's bad. It's bad.
Oh, it's
I mean,
really
you look at
bad,
the
man.
stats here. I mean, Drake May, 256, 5 touchdowns. No interceptions. It's just Travion with
He
82
might be my number
yards.
one
Ramondre,
quarterback
just,
pick next year.
I
I would pick up Drake May in the 3rd round next year. The way he's been playing, why
you
not?
really can't. I mean, I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to get MVP. And
No.
I go back and forth on that. I mean, I agree with some people, but I do not take the strength of schedule thing into account because I don't think it makes it. The Patriots don't make the schedule,
no.
right? The NFL does. So
And again, we thought that any team playing the Browns would get an easy victory.
Mhm.
And look what happened last week. The Steelers lost to them.
I mean,
You can't.
somehow the New York Jets managed to win 3 games.
Exactly.
Um,
I mean,
you know,
that is safe to say right now that any team that plays the Jets are going to win.
Yeah.
For the most
Um,
part. But like you said, they don't make up the schedule, and we don't have. At the beginning of the year, we have an idea from the previous year what could happen, but you never know.
you never know. Saints Titans. I think we both took the
We-
Titans. No, I took
No,
the Saints.
we both took the Saints. Yeah,
Um,
there's no way I was taking
yeah.
Cam Ward. I mean, but he
Um,
hasn't done that bad this year either for a rookie. With what he has, I think he's been pretty good.
Yeah. The Giants beat the Raiders. That was that was a suck bowl.
Yep.
Eagles beat the Bills though, and that I mean, yeah, it's
Well,
one
look
point.
look at the game though.
Look, Josh Allen's cooked.
Oh,
He's cooked. I'm
his-
sorry,
his-
he's cooked.
His Super Bowl aspirations are gone.
He is not QB. I mean, he's still QB1 in any fantasy.
But only
league.
because of
But-
his running ability. That's it.
He's not doing well under pressure.
No.
He still has he has weapons. He has an O-line.
And
He
it's
gets a
not-
lot of time.
And it's not that the Eagles
Right.
game should have been an easy win for him, but
I mean, this came down to the final play,
Yep, absolutely.
right? And you could argue that's a ball that he should have had. It's also a throw he should have made.
Yep.
Right. So, is what it is. But we love to see the Bills lose here in New England.
We do.
It's all good. And then the Sunday night game, Bears 49ers. I did watch this game.
I wanted the Bears to win. So
I wanted the
bad.
Bears to win
And
so
it
bad.
looked
I
like
thought
they
the Bears were going to win.
to-
A
That
couple.
went into overtime, right?
It did not go to
Did that go
overtime.
into overtime?
I think the Bears needed a touchdown to force overtime. Did they?
No, it's 42-38.
I mean the
No, it wasn't overtime. It didn't go into overtime, but
yeah, it didn't. Yeah, because
Actually,
the Bears were
no, it
up.
wasn't.
No, the Bears were up in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go,
Gotcha.
and then San Francisco got the late touchdown.
Gotcha. Yeah. I see you right there. Yep.
Which was but again, stat wise, Caleb was 330 yards. I mean, he balled out.
So, are you
he
changing
balled
your
out.
opinion of Caleb?
No,
No?
I just don't like him. I just don't like him. But
Okay.
no, he balled out.
He
you know.
sure did, man.
But 25 of 42, right? 25 of 42. That's a lot of fucking throws.
Yeah.
And only the 2 touchdowns, but solid. But
But
if
they
you
were
go
playing-
you go over here, you look at Brock Purdy,
Yeah.
much more efficient. 24-33,
But
300
again-
yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have the pick. Did have a sack. Where Caleb, no sacks, no INTs, but Brock Purdy. Respectfully, he also has Christian McCaffrey.
But both had a QB rating over 100. Like, it,
Well, they did.
it was a
They
great
did, but
matchup between
it's
the both
these
of them.
these are just numbers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it's but it was a good game. I did want the Bears to pull that one out. I thought they were going to. unfortunately they didn't. So
And then they lost last night. I mean, the Niners lost last night
the Niners did lose
to
last night.
Seattle too.
Yeah. And then rounding out last week, Monday night game, Falcons beat the Rams, which I did not see that coming. I thought the
we
Rams were going
both
to.
we both picked the Rams.
So if we come into this week 18, we already had a couple of games yesterday.
Yes, sir.
The Bucs pulled it out against the Panthers, and the Seahawks went off on the Niners.
I thought the Panthers were. I really did.
Again, good game, solid game.
But Taylor's got to watch it, man. They have not been performing as good at the end of the season as they did at the beginning, and if they make the playoffs, they're not going far.
No. And then the Seahawks are a very good team.
That was a very good defensive game to
it's
watch.
a very good
but
defensive game.
It was Sam Darnold just.
You ain't wrong.
It all depends. Like we can talk shit about quarterbacks on their teams all we want, but once they go to a different team that actually knows what the hell they're doing.
Well, I mean, look at,
but
you look at Danny Dimes, right? Daniel Jones had a great season this year.
He might be one of my quarterbacks next year too. I mean, look, like Seattle now is a system where they made Geno Smith look good, confident. So, but arguably, Sam Darnold is playing better this year than Geno did when his last year in Seattle, arguably. So does that mean would you say that Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Geno? Are they comparable? I honestly think that Sam Darnold at this point is better than Geno as a quarterback. Geno should be able to pull wins together, but he hasn't been able to.
He hasn't been able to, and that happens. So
And they lost Devontae Adams, and he has no real weapons to throw to. Ashton Genty actually had a decent year for a rookie. If he was on another team, I think he would have had a great year.
Well, this is also one of those things, I mean, the head coach in Las Vegas is Pete Carroll. And we all remember Pete Carroll not giving Marshawn Lynch the ball.
We're never going to let that
Bowl,
go, ever.
But again, this is one of those cases. And Pete Carroll argues he's been a successful NFL coach.
Shut up, Pete Carroll.
But
he was under Belichick for a little while, wasn't he?
I think so. I think he might have been one of the coordinators or something. But this is a guy who came from college to the pros. So
and he for a while he made it work in Seattle. He did. But
He did. But it's a different kind of mindset. I don't know. I mean, that's years ago. As we talk about these things. But
all right, prediction time. Do you think Tom Brady's coming out of retirement next year?
No, Tom Brady's not coming out of retirement next year. Tom Brady is going to be on the beach somewhere banging his 23-year-old girlfriend.
Philip Rivers came out though.
Philip Rivers did come out in a desperate situation.
In a very desperate. But that probably was the most surprising thing of this season.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's probably the most interesting one of the most interesting stories of the 2025 NFL season. Is a 44-year-old Philip Rivers coming out of retirement.
There are younger quarterbacks in retirement right now that, we've talked about this before.
Well, experience matters, and when you're coming in cold to a situation, right? And that's what they need. They need somebody who could come in and do it cold. And Philip Rivers has always had the ability to think on his feet. He can read a defense well. He does all these things well. One of the things that you lose, in my opinion, with a lot of these modern quarterbacks, if you go back and look at Tom Brady, right? Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. You look at that era of quarterbacks, and going before them too, but definitely that era.
Breeze,
they would make so many adjustments at the line.
Oh yeah.
Right, so many adjustments, and you don't see that as much anymore. Now it's like, okay, I'm in trouble, I'm just gonna run.
Yeah,
right. Whereas Tom Brady would change. You know, he's going
He
to
called
change
auto-
he's
he-
going to change the he's going to change the protection. He's going to change. I mean, you know,
He
whatever
called
it
3
was.
audibles at the line.
Yeah,
Like, and
Drew Brees would do the same
Yep.
thing. You know, Aaron Rodgers used to do the same thing. You still see a little bit of that with Aaron Rodgers changing protections and doing so. But they don't do that anymore, right? Like Lamar is not up there changing protections. He's just like, I don't know.
no,
I got nothing,
if
I'm
the
gonna run
line
it.
breaks down, he just takes off.
You know, Tua. What do we think about Tua? Tua done?
Tua
Tua done?
He should be.
Yeah, I think he is.
If he doesn't make the decision, the Dolphins management definitely needs to make the decision.
Well,
for
and
him.
I think too. I think Mike McDaniel needs to go too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you've had your experiment.
he
It's
made
time for him to
awful
go.
decisions. He
you know.
did manage to get Tyreek Hill, but
Well,
what did that amount to anything?
I
No,
don't think that did anything.
he didn't even get a division like when
No.
they had Tyreek and
He's cooked.
no, absolutely.
You know, but look, it looks like the Giants are going to hang on to their general manager, which I think is an absolute
Mistake.
mistake.
You know,
Um,
I feel for Giants fans. I feel for Jets fans. You know,
well, you know, this is just the state of New York right now. I mean, overall, I mean, look at just everything that's going on in New York overall.
I don't know. The Yankees might have a decent year next year.
Well,
but
let's hope the Yankees have a decent year. The Rangers are doing okay. They beat Florida in the Winter Classic.
the Mets are a dumpster fire before the season starts.
you know,
I mean,
Although, you know, not to harp on, not to talk about hockey too much, but that Winter Classic was. I don't know if you watch hockey at all or if you
No,
watch the game.
not really.
I mean, the Rangers won. You know, 5-1. It was a good game, but I mean, I could tell just
What against the Islanders?
no. So they played Florida. So
Okay.
the Winter Classic is played every year on either January 1st, January somewhere in there,
Gotcha.
and it's supposed to be an outdoor game.
Really?
It's supposed to be an outdoor game. Yeah,
That's
they've been doing it
interesting.
since 2007. I want to say
Okay.
2008. I went to one back in the day, but generally it's an outdoor hockey game.
Yep.
So you're going to play at a cold place, right? So they've played at Fenway, they've played in New York, they've played in Buffalo, they've played in. I want to say they played like Detroit,
Minnesota?
maybe Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've done Canada, although they also do what they call the Stadium Series, where they'll have like some outdoor games. But the Winter Classic is supposed to be like that highlight showcase. They played in Miami this year.
Okay.
Miami.
That's stupid.
They played outdoor hockey.
What was it? 80
Miami.
degrees in Miami?
It was 60 something degrees, 61
Holy
degrees.
shit.
So they played at whatever ballpark the Marlins play at, right? So Florida does have two hockey teams. They have the Florida Panthers, who I don't know where their arena is, and then they have the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they do have two teams, but the Panthers do not play in Miami. They play somewhere else. So they put this together, and it's a dome stadium. So apparently they had like the whole week they're like cranking the AC. But I'm looking at the look of the ice through the TV looked terrible. Terrible. And I'm watching these guys, just blowing tires and falling all over the place. I'm like, this is bad. It's just bad ice. Like, and look, I get it. The
That can cause
Panthers,
injury, though.
the Panthers have a great team. The Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions right now. But come on, guys. Gary Bettman, get your shit together. Freaking ridiculous. Hockey, while people in Florida like their hockey team, it's never going to be huge down there.
No.
Give us the Winter Classic where it needs to be. But that's enough hockey talk. Let's talk about this week, today's games.
Let's do it.
Saints Falcons. This is nothing game.
Falcons.
I mean, at this point, we're also into none of these games matter.
Yeah.
Like nothing matters this week except for one game, which we will talk about.
Falcons.
Saints Falcons. Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons on this one. Browns Bengals.
Wow. I'm honestly going to take the Browns after last week.
Yeah, I'm still a Joey Burrow fan, so I'm gonna take the Bengals. But
I don't know, man. I want to see Texans Colts. So this is
it's a Texans all
It's
the way.
Texans.
Their
There's no way.
defense is unstoppable. Jags should beat the Titans.
more than likely. I mean, Lawrence is on a tear right now.
Yeah,
so.
he really is. He really is. out
Well,
to make
are
a
they
name
going to
for
play
himself.
him? I forgot. They're definitely.
Are they
made
in the playoffs?
They made the playoffs.
They did not make the playoffs.
They did not at 12-4. I thought somebody lost last week and that bumped them up. Are you?
No, they did. Sorry,
Okay,
the
I was
Jags.
gonna
Yeah,
say.
they're the third seed right now.
Gotcha.
Well,
I was
yeah,
gonna
they're,
say,
they're
I
the
was like-
third. They're the third seed right now.
Yeah, because Pats are number 2 right now, right?
Pats are the second seed. If we win today and the Broncos lose today,
We win.
we
take
win.
First.
We take first.
Anyway,
Which do we want that? Because the Pats didn't lose a road game this year.
I just wanted to have a bye, and then I wanted to have home field. I wanted to have a
But
week
we
of
have not
rest.
done well at home this year.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying that.
But even at second seed, we're playing at home.
we are. Yeah, we are.
So I'd rather let them have a week of rest and
No, I agree.
preparation.
I agree. Packers, Vikings. I don't
Packers.
know. It's a push, but probably the Packers. They've been
Is
playing well
Love
as of
playing
late.
today? Is he still?
I don't know.
If Love plays today, he wins. If not, 'cause this is a rival game right there. That's,
Yeah.
If Love doesn't play today, Vikings are gonna. Although the backup for Green Bay is actually pretty good.
We'll have to
Alright,
see what
I'm
happens.
just gonna take
We'll
Pack.
have to see
I'm
what
gonna take the
happens.
Pack overall.
Cowboys, Giants.
I'm going Giants.
I think the Giants have they played well last week.
I think
so I'll-
they want a final fuck you to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Those games are always fun to watch.
Jets, Bills. Now we know the Bills are going to win this game. We know the Bills are going to win this game, but
Sorry, Jojo. I don't mean to laugh. I'm only laughing to stop myself from crying.
anyway,
That's
that's about all
Bills
you
are
can say.
winning.
Lions, Bears. This is a tough one. I'm taking Chicago.
This is a great game, though.
It's a great game. But I'm taking Chicago.
I want Chicago to win. I mean, I think they have a better chance.
I think they do.
right now, Lions aren't looking too
the Lions
good.
have not been looking great.
And that's not all Gus' fault. I think I like Campbell's ballsiness. I love that he went on that 4th and long last week and it didn't work out. And I like how he keeps trying though. But
We'll have to see what happens.
I want
long term.
the Bears are going to definitely do more in the playoffs. So I want the Bears to win this week.
Broncos, Chargers.
Oh,
This is gonna be a good game. I think the Broncos are gonna lose.
I think the Broncos are going to win because Herbert's not looking that great right now.
No, Bo Nix is
So-
gonna shatter a femur, and the Broncos are gonna lose.
I mean,
No,
I want the Broncos to lose, but
I want the Broncos to lose. I think they probably will win though. So
Probably.
we'll see how that goes.
Oh, here's another game coming up.
Cards, Rams. I mean, the Rams win this game. Although,
They're still playing Stafford, as far as I know.
as far as I know, they are playing Stafford.
So, I
But
mean,
for how long? Right. I mean, this is always the question when you get into this time of year.
but again, does
How
that
long are
game
they playing
matter?
them for? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't. The Chargers, or sorry, the Rams are the 6th seed right now.
So
They're in solidly, and
there's
you know,
no chance.
the Cardinals have no. There's no
Yeah.
way that they can make the playoffs.
So this game means nothing for the Rams. They made the playoffs, but they can't get
Right.
a high seed.
I mean, at this point, yeah, there's nothing's going to change. Like again, but it's crazy. You look at the records in the AFC: 13-3, 13-3, 12-4, 11-5, 11-5, 11-5. 11-5 is your basement for the playoffs in the AFC, whereas 9-6 is the basement in there. Right now, so it's just crazy to me. Chiefs Raiders. I think you got a decimated Chiefs team.
But again, they're not going anywhere. Raiders
They're not
aren't
going anywhere. Raiders aren't going anywhere.
So, I predict I'm going to take a shit during this game. And that'll be more productive than watching this game. I'll take KC. I'll take KC just because, their defense is better than the Raiders. I almost said LA, but I should have said LV. But yeah, but it doesn't matter. Both teams are eliminated. Fuck it. So
agreed. And then
what's the one?
Pats Dolphins. I mean, the Pats should win this game.
They should, and they're playing at home.
They are playing at home.
But again, like you just said, they have not.
We have not done great at home this year. All 3 of our losses, I believe, have been at home this year. Let's see how it plays out. I mean, it should be a good game. I got to figure out a way to watch that since it's on Fox.
Yeah, fuck it.
No, I already talked to Aaron. I'm like, next year, we're getting cable back.
You can set basic and
I'm gonna do the Fubo thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like so if I do the Fubo thing, it's like $85 a month, but I get Yes, MSG, and
and that's
all the
cheap
others.
for Yes too. I mean,
Well, it's
Yes on-
MSG. It's MSG that's the big. Yes is easy to get.
yeah. Well, no, but
MSG is the
Yes
hard
is still
one.
expensive though for what it is.
If you're just doing a standalone,
you're
like
just
I
doing-
looked at
My father-in-law goes to standalone.
there's
for Yes.
what's it called? It's like GothamSports.com.
Yep.
and it's like $60 a month or something just to get Yes and MSG. So basically, to get the Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Yankees, Mets, it's not worth it. Commanders, Eagles. Eagles should win that game.
They should, but I don't know if they're going to. Mariota's been taking chances downfield.
Yes,
so
yes.
it depends on what, again, like we've been saying all season, it depends on what version of the Eagles show up. I honestly don't think they're going to be playing a lot of their starters. So,
I agree, but I don't think Washington has the depth right now.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna,
And the
then
Eagles' defense is just still top notch.
exactly. And then you got the big game, the game that everybody is watching tonight.
Ravens,
Steelers.
Ravens.
So
No, I don't want Aaron. And it doesn't matter because Aaron Rodgers statistically will shit the bed after one playoff game. So it doesn't matter. Ravens will do more in the playoffs than the Steelers. will.
agreed. But this is a winner take all. This is going to be a shootout. This should be a great game. I think both teams but it's also tough. It's tough when you're in this situation at the end of the year. You can't sit. You can't rest your starters.
No, you can't.
I mean, unless one of these teams just comes out and absolutely falls on their face, and Baltimore or Pittsburgh puts up a big number in the first half.
But look at last week with the Ravens, or not last week, the week before. No, it was last week when they sat Derrick Henry on purpose for no reason. They could have won that game.
They could have won that game,
but
they didn't.
Sat, so maybe they tank on purpose. I don't know, but
I don't know either. Either way, what we're looking at here is it should be a good game.
it should be a good game.
Should be a great game.
Ravens management, stop fucking around. Let them play. You're 8-8 right now. You're gonna have a middle of the road draft pick. Just stop.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
But again, even if they lose, the Steelers are going to get in. They're going to lose their first game in the playoff series. Aaron Rodgers cannot play.
You
cannot
figure,
win.
because so what does it look like, right? So one's got a bye, right? So right now, 2 plays 8, right?
Yep.
So the Pats would play the Steelers or the Ravens
At home, which the Pats would win either of those.
3 plays 7. And 5 plays 6, right? Is that the way the bracket ends up?
If, and I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Here we go, playoff bracket. Duh.
If the Patriots were to lose the first round of the playoffs,
Yeah,
it would be the Baltimore.
yeah.
It would be the ball because Lamar can still run the ball. B, they still have Derrick Henry.
Is Lamar back?
Actually, you're right. I don't know if he's still in concussion protocol or not.
Well, he wasn't in concussion
No,
protocol. He messed up his back against the Pats.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he had that back bruise. I'm actually no. Hold on. Now I'm confused. I thought I saw something that said he's playing, and
Let's see.
thought I
Well,
read
I'm looking at the
something
injury report. No, Lamar, he should play.
He should play?
He's active.
yeah. Well, I'm just talking about for when he plays the Patriots.
Yeah, but then now you're getting to the third time we're going to see him this year, right? If we have to play him.
Yep.
We know we need to shut down Derrick Henry, and Lamar doesn't have a deep threat.
No.
So
Well, I mean, he does, and he doesn't. What's that guy's name? Zay Flowers
Zay Flowers, but that's it.
and Mark Andrews. If he shows up when Mark Andrews has a good game, they're more than likely to win. Just saying.
Again, we got to see how tonight plays out. They got to make it to the playoffs first off.
But see, I don't understand. Just throw it under the Derrick Henry, and there you go. Don't fucking sit Derrick Henry. That's my advice. There we go. Don't sit Derrick Henry. Let the king play.
That's where we're at. This is it. This is the 2026 season in a nutshell.
So Ravens Steelers are definitely playing for the eighth.
100%. Whoever wins this game makes the playoffs. Whoever wins this game.
But if the Broncos do lose, they get number 2 seed, then they would end up playing whoever wins that game.
Correct. Pats will get a bye.
Pats
Well, the
will
Pats
get
have
the
to
bye.
win. The Pats have to beat Miami.
Which, yep. And we're assuming that happens.
So the Pats beat Miami. The Broncos lose. We're the number 1 seed.
Yep. And then
Yeah, we get
the
the bye in the
Broncos
first
would
round.
would play either the Ravens or Steelers at home at Mile High or whatever the hell it's called now.
Yeah,
And
I believe so. I mean, it's
and the Broncos would obliterate either one of those teams.
Right.
So either way, whoever wins this game is losing the first round in the playoffs, more than likely.
again, the playoffs are their own thing, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs. We've had teams make deep runs. I'm pretty sure both times, both of those Giants Pats Super Bowls, the Giants had to claw their way up from the wild
did.
card. So
They sure did.
But again, there's no JPP, there's no Eli Manning, there's no.
The pain is still real, man. The pain is still real.
So we'll see what happens. But no, it's the last week of the NFL season, which is generally a dud for the most part.
Yeah.
Which we are looking. There's one game that matters this week.
Yep.
In real, I mean, all the games matter, right?
Well,
Like,
actually,
the Denver game has implications. The Pats game has
for
implications.
us, there are 3 games that matter. For
Um,
you and I, as Pats fans, there's 3 games that matter. Obviously, the Pats game, the Broncos game, and then the Ravens.
yeah,
Steelers
no,
game.
100%, I would agree with that. So that's where we're at, kid.
So it's still gonna be a fun. It's still a fun weekend to watch. I love Saturday games. I love being able to, turn it on when I'm doing stuff around the house and
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
And I will admit, NFL season ticket is awesome because again, I'm able to watch the Lions and the Bears
that's
play.
right. You have season
Yeah,
ticket.
I got season ticket, man.
You had an extra login there, big guy.
Yeah, I can't. Well, if anybody were willing to, throw down with me, they would have had a log on, no problem.
I know, right?
But yeah, I mean, it is worth it at times.
Yeah.
It sucks. I still face the blackouts like everybody
Well,
else
that's the
around
thing.
here. Which
Like, if I'm paying for it,
you
like
should be able to.
well, it's the same thing with like center ice,
Well, the thing
right? For
is-
the NHL, like, still can't get the Rangers because I'm in, Connecticut. The only saving grace these days to a lot of that stuff, and if you don't have a VPN, get a VPN.
Well, even NFL
Um,
season ticket doesn't matter as far as having a VPN or not.
Really?
Yep, because they require YouTube requires your zip code when you sign up for it.
Oh, that's such bullshit.
Yeah,
See, I had that with like is it Paramount? Paramount,
Yep.
right? It was usually where because most of
Yeah.
the Pats games are on CBS.
Yep.
But I found when I'm watching on my phone, if I've got it up on my phone, it runs through like AT&T runs through New York, so I would get the New York games. So I have to get on a VPN and route myself through Boston, and then come on, figure it out. But yeah, no, it's
I think if I were to do it that way, like get a local TV package or a basic TV, and then just reroute my VPN if I needed to. But
yeah, like I said, I use
sucks.
I can't remember.
I would set my zip code to LA if I could, and because I'm usually not interested in
the West Coast games.
No, not really.
Yeah, figure it out.
But it is what it is, brother.
It is. All right.
So we got our installation coming up next weekend, guys.
It's at 2:00.
2:00, dinner to follow. We got some awesome catering from George's. We have some gorgonzola chicken. We have eggplant parm. We have a pasta dish. And we have salad. So
Nice.
come on, support our lodge, and get some good food out of it, man. I had an installation yesterday for Seneca. It was awesome. Grandmaster To-Be was there as the installing officer. It was a good time. And then one of the brothers made just eggplant parm, and it came out awesome.
Nice.
But I like I like going to installations, man. I like
Yeah.
Seeing families there supporting people in the lodge, seeing other brothers from other lodges. I'm planning on going to Frederick Franklin's next weekend because that's right after ours. Theirs starts at 5 in Plainville. And again, they're usually you get a meal out of it, and their lodging's beautiful. But again, they're a local lodge. I want to go support them. So fill them seats, guys. Other than that, then we have our first communication of the year next week,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna be good to go for 2026. What are you looking forward to this year, Tim?
This year,
Yeah.
just getting through, man. There's always so much going on. I mean, we got, I'm hoping that we can get more brothers into the lodge. Get this lower level renovation complete.
Oh, we're doing that.
And all that, and there's just a lot going on. In general, I tend to be pretty busy, especially starting in like March when lacrosse kicks up, and I've got I've got all
softball.
that. And,
Yeah.
right now, like I coach hockey now, but it's not. I'm not a head coach or anything, so I don't have a big commitment there. Lacrosse is a lot more of a commitment for me. As I go through that, so
Nice.
lots going on.
I'm looking forward to new Tom Holland Spider-Man movies coming out this year.
Okay.
New Super Mario Brothers Galaxy coming out.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And then we have an Avengers movie coming out December. Avengers Doomsday coming out this year.
Oh, okay.
I just saw that they I don't know if they changed it or pushed it back. It's December 18th. So, those are things I'm looking forward to this year. That and my oldest daughter is going to be finishing up 8th grade this year. So she actually applied to the Arts High School in Hartford. So
Cool.
she's really looking forward to that. We'll find out in March. She's going to away to DC for her spring break this year with her class. Pray. But yeah, I mean, other than that,
The DC trip's always fun.
well, until it isn't, because my immediate older brother, I have two older brothers, so the one right above me, he's 2 years older than me, and they went on their 8th grade trip, and I was still in 6th grade, and they completely demolished their hotel rooms, did so much bad shit, they actually canceled it going forward, so I did not get to go to DC when I got to 8th grade, and I'm still a little butthurt about it, if you can't tell. But going in adult is much more fun.
Yeah, we went a couple of years ago for a vacation. It's
Us too.
it's
Yeah,
a lot.
we were in the same.
Oh yeah,
we're-
you went to we're what are we doing this year? I think Aaron's trying to figure out whether it's Hampton Beach or Old Orchard Beach this year.
Nice. We might be going back to Virginia this year. I don't know.
We did Myrtle Beach last year. We went
Nice.
down to Myrtle, which wasn't too bad. It was hot. It's always hot down there though.
Yeah.
And then
The only time I've been to Virginia Beach was spring break in college, and our spring break was in March. So-
Virginia Beach is gross.
No, it
It's
wasn't
so
that
gross.
great. Yeah.
We stopped there because we don't do when we go down to Charleston or where we're down south, because we drive. That's about as far south as I'll drive, is like South Carolina, and even that's getting to be much. Like it's because I can get a flight now for like $80.
Really?
Yeah, if you fly some of these little carriers,
Yep,
like
okay,
I'm
gotcha.
flying out, even some of the bigger ones. So like I'm going to Vegas in March, and I'm flying Breeze. I'm trying Breeze
Yeah,
Airways.
they just started over at Bradley Wright a year. or
Yeah,
two
something
ago.
like that. But I mean, I think it was like, I want to say round trip was only like $700, and I did all the upgrades. I've got a
Wow.
bunch of upgrades
Yeah.
to like bigger legroom, check bag, that kind of stuff.
Or you in business class? Or are you in coach?
So I mean, all of these domestic carriers, there's really no first class.
No,
there's
no.
business class. It's just extra legroom.
Yeah.
So I'm towards the front of the plane.
Okay.
So I'm checking, but some of these like flight, I don't know if they're still flying out of Tweed, because I know there's a bunch going, but that Velo, you could do a round trip to Charleston for like $86.
Wow.
Like no check bags, like all that shit.
Yeah,
but
of course.
so we would drive down, and we usually stay in like Virginia. We'll drive to Virginia because that's like 8 hours, and then drive down to Charleston's another 8 hours from Virginia. So we'd break it up into 2 days. And then same thing coming back, and then coming back would one of the times we're like, oh, we'll stay in Virginia Beach, it'd be great, and it's so gross,
Yeah.
so gross.
No,
It's like no, I'm good.
I was still in college at the time, so I didn't know any better.
No.
That's what I'm going to go with.
So, you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then I think Florida in the fall.
There you go.
So we're planning that.
You know, it's cheaper to go to Disney in Tokyo than it is to go to Florida. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
And
No.
there is a live score update. Vikings are up 3-0 over the Pack right now.
Nice. Oh,
And
that's-
there's only 3.5 minutes into their game. So
all right. Well, we'll see how that works. All right. Well, why don't you take us out and we'll.
all right,
going.
everybody. Thank you for stopping by today. I am Eric,
I am Tim.
and we are the Village Idiots 29 podcast. We are New England's premier Masonic Fans Football podcast because we are New England's only Masonic Fans Football podcast. And I promise I will check on that this year. We'll see. Anyway, have a great week, folks.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Bye.